Episode 32. The Flooding. The Problem of Evil. Three scientists, Papaia, Banani, Ravioli, and their assistant Igor, who were supposed to attend the famous dark matter conference. After taking the wrong flight, spending a hellish night in a nightmare hotel, being stuck for 15 hours in an elevator, and more, our heroes are finally on their way to the conference. We're inside a bus. Ravioli, you had a good idea this time, making us take the bus to Papaia, so we don't risk getting lost. Banani, if only that taxi driver at the airport hadn't run off without giving us the change. Papaia, hey, Ravioli, we never talked about those files you downloaded. Ravioli, right, the explanation was left halfway through. Banani, we said that God created everything perfectly, but Adam and Eve messed it all up. Ravioli, well, yes, we could put it that way. But even if you had been in their place, you probably would have done the same thing. Banani, not knowing the ending of the story, probably yes. Papaia, so those who blame God for the existence of evil don't realize that it's simply a consequence of Adam's sin. Banani, yes, but one thing is unclear to me. Why did God create that forbidden tree if he knew Adam would eat the fruit? Ravioli, great question. To understand that, we first need to ask ourselves why God created us. Banani, and do you know? Ravioli, yes. God created us to have a relationship with us, a true friendship. He didn't want automatons programmed to obey him. Banani, what do you mean? Ravioli, imagine a little girl with a doll that says cute things like, I love you. The girl knows the doll is just a toy programmed to speak, but it doesn't feel real love for her. There's no real relationship between them. Banani, now I get it. Love has to be a choice. Ravioli, exactly. God gave us the freedom to choose whether to love him or not. If we choose not to love him, he can't force us. Love has to be spontaneous. Otherwise, it's not love. Papaia, and that explains the famous problem of evil. When people accuse God of being unjust because he allows evil, they forget that evil comes from people's wrong choices, not from God. Ravioli, exactly, Papaia. God can't force us to obey him, even though it would be the best choice for us. And the consequence of disobedience is exactly the evil that comes from it. Igor, he didn't even force me to follow you. And look at the disaster that came out of it. And how funny. Arrival at the conference center. Three scientists, Papaia, Banani, Ravioli, and their assistant Igor, who were supposed to attend the famous dark matter conference, after a sea of troubles, have finally arrived at the conference. We are in front of the conference center, where the scientists are getting off the bus. Papaia, here we are at the Springfield, Illinois Conference Center. This time we're on time and at the right address. We are at the entrance of the conference center. Banani, here's the entrance. Let's get in line. Papaia, what line? Don't you see there's no one here yet? We arrived way too early. Igor, this is giving me the chills. How funny. Papaia searches for the tickets. Three scientists, Papaia, Banani, Ravioli, and their assistant Igor, who were supposed to attend the famous dark matter conference, after a sea of troubles, have finally arrived at the conference. We are in front of the conference center. The scientists are looking for the entrance. Ravioli, that's where you enter, where the staff checks the tickets. They approach the entrance. Ticket checker. Good morning, tickets please. Papaia, yes, just a moment. Papaia starts looking through his pockets. Ravioli, Papaia, do you have the tickets? Papaia, yes, of course, obviously. Let me check here in the computer case. Banani, don't you remember where you put them? Igor, why am I not surprised? Papaia, no, what are you talking about? They must be right here. Papaia frantically rummages through the computer case. Ravioli, next time we each keep our own, like I wanted to do. Papaia, yes, no, but I was afraid you'd lose them. But I was sure they were right here. Ticket checker, do you have the tickets or not? Banani, where did you see them last? Papaia, Don't stress me out, Banani. They must be in here. Ravioli, let me check your backpack. Ravioli. And how would they have ended up there? Papaya. I don't know. Maybe with the meatball story. Papaya pulls something out of Ravioli's backpack. Banani. No, Papaya. That's the meatball. Igor. Ah, what a smell. Put it back immediately. Ticket checker. Gentlemen, if you need to search for the tickets, please move aside. People need to pass here. Papaya. No, just a moment. I'll find them. Banani. I saw them last on the desk at the office. There at the observatory. Ravioli. That's right. Then there was that microwave explosion when I was trying to heat a can of beans in the break room. Banani. That's right, and then we saw the clock and there were only 3 hours left until the flight. Ravioli. And we ran to the airport. Banani. But we never went back to the office. Ravioli. So the tickets must still be there. Papaya suddenly stopped searching. Papaya. Oops, that's right. I forgot the conference tickets at home. Banani. You mean we went through all this to get to a conference we can't even enter? Ravioli. Papaya, but the tickets were the most important thing. Igor, maybe it's for the best. For the conference, I mean. How funny. The ticket scalper. 3 scientists. Papaya, Banani, Ravioli, and their assistant Igor, who were supposed to attend the famous dark matter conference, after a sea of troubles, finally arrived at the conference. But Papaya forgot the tickets at home. We are in front of the conference center. The scientists don't know what to do. Papaya. No, there must be a way to get in. Maybe they have our names in the system. Papaya goes to talk to the ticket checker, but after a few minutes, he returns looking sad. Papaya, I talked to the ticket checker, but there's no way in without the paper tickets. Apparently the ticket system works with the serial number, not the owner's name. Banani, maybe we can buy new ones at the ticket office. Go ask. Papaya, no, I've already asked that. Unfortunately, the tickets have been sold out for days. Ravioli. So, what now? What do we do? Plus, I'm hungry. I was counting on the Panzerato stand inside the conference center. Igor, Ravioli's hungry. Now that's a serious problem. While they're talking, a shady-looking man approaches. Man, I heard you guys need tickets. Papaya, actually, yes. Banani, Papaya, what are you doing? Man, look here. I've got 4 tickets right here for you. Papaya, let me see. The man shows the tickets to Papaya. Ravioli, they look good. They have the QR code and the conference logo. Papaya, how much do they cost? Man, $500. Papaya, each? Man, no, per person. Papaya, but that's an outrageous price. We don't have that much money. Man, I can give you a discount. Papaya, how much? Man, $490 each? Ravioli, accept it. With my $10, I could buy a Panzerato menu. Papaya, how do we know these tickets are real? Man, you don't trust me, huh? You're right. Here's the deal. Your friends go in first and you go in last and pay me before you enter. Papaya, okay, deal. Man, good, let's proceed. Papaya, just one small detail. Man, what? Papaya, we don't have $490 each. We spent almost all our money getting here. Man, in that case, we can't proceed. But if you change your mind, you can find me by this tree. The man walks away and stands by his tree. Igor. Well, guys, it could have been worse. At least he didn't ask for a kidney as a down payment. How funny. Importance of the conference. 3 scientists, Papaya, Banani, Ravioli, and their assistant Igor, who were supposed to attend the famous dark matter conference after a sea of troubles, finally arrived at the conference. But Papaya forgot the tickets at home. They meet a scalper who offers them tickets, but at exorbitant prices. We are in front of the conference center. The scientists discuss what to do. Ravioli. So now, what do we do? Banani. We can't spend all that money to get into the conference. The original ticket price is much lower. Ravioli. That's true. Even if we had all that money, it would be crazy to spend it on that guy. Papaya. Don't you understand? This conference is vital for us. Our work at the observatory depends on this conference. Banani. Papaya's right. For a moment, I forgot how important the conference is. And ravioli. And then with all the money we've already spent just getting here. Banani. Yes, but where are we going to get the money? Papaya. Forget it, let's just go back home. Igor. That was my plan from the start. But it would have been better to have done it before we left, when putting it into action was still free. How funny. The hot dog. 3 scientists. Papaya, Banani, Ravioli. And their assistant Igor, who were supposed to attend the famous Dark Matter Conference, after a sea of troubles, finally arrived at the conference. But Papaya forgot the tickets at home. They meet a scalper who offers them tickets, but at exorbitant prices. Papaya gives up on attending the conference. We are in front of the conference center. Ravioli asks Papaya for the card. Ravioli, okay, pass me the card. I saw food carts selling hot dogs. Papaya, but Ravioli. Igor, come on, Papaya, what could possibly happen? We'll end up with a clone card. Papaya, alright, but be careful. Ravioli approaches the hot dog stand. Hey, vendor, tell me. Ravioli, how many hot dogs can I put in a bun? Vendor, at most 2, I think. Ravioli, can you fit 4? Vendor, 4? Why don't you just take 2 double buns? Ravioli, is there a discount? Vendor, no, why should I give you a discount? They're just 2 regular buns. Ravioli, a double bun costs $10, while extra sausages in the bun cost $2 each. So since I don't care about the bread with 2 extra sausages, I'd spend $14. Whereas with 2 buns, I'd spend $20. Vendor, yes, but you haven't taken the sauces into account. If you get 2 buns, you're entitled to 4 doses of sauces of your choice. Whereas adding only the sausages, you're entitled to only 2 standard sauces. Extra sauces cost $1 each. Ravioli, I hadn't thought about that, but still the final value is $16 for the bun with extra additions, compared to the $20 for the 2 standard buns. That's a savings of $4. Vendor, yes, but you'll never fit a bun with 4 sausages in your mouth. Nobody could ever do it. Ravioli, nobody but me. Make me the double bun with 2 extra sausages and 2 extra sauces. Vendor, okay, do you want to make it a combo? For $4, I'll add fries and a drink. Ravioli, yes, of course. $4, exactly the amount I saved. Vendor, for $1 more, you can get large fries. Ravioli, $1 more. Let me think. Yeah, why not? And the drink? Can that also be large? Vendor, the large drink costs $3 extra. Ravioli, no, that's too expensive. Vendor, okay, then let's just do the large fries. Ravioli, no, wait, what if the small drink isn't enough? Vendor, you can buy another one for $5. Ravioli, okay, but what's the capacity of the large drink compared to the small one? Vendor, huh? Ravioli, let me see. Ravioli reads the label on the can. Ravioli, the small one is 300 milliliters, while the large one is 500 milliliters. Vendor, so what are you going to do? Ravioli, thinking out loud. Let's do some math. The large drink is 200 milliliters more for $3, so that's 1.5 cents per milliliter. But if I buy 2 small drinks of 300 milliliters, I'll get 300 milliliters more for $5. That's 1.67 cents per milliliter. So, the large drink is the better deal. Vendor, what's a milliliter? You scientists. Ravioli, all right, make me the double bun with 2 extra sausages and 3 extra sauces. Vendor, what sauces do you want? We have ketchup, mayonnaise, mustard, barbecue sauce. Ravioli, mayonnaise, all the extra mayo. Vendor, okay, you know what? I'll throw in 1 extra dose of mayo on the house. Are you happy now? Ravioli, yeah, well, with these prices. Vendor, what else? Want to make it a combo? Ravioli, yes, combo with large fries and a large drink. Vendor, okay, that'll be $24. Ravioli, ouch, those prices. It almost hurts to hear it, but hey, it's an emergency. Igor, watching the scene from afar. Ravioli pulling out his wallet and paying $24 for a hot dog? That can't be him. Call a doctor. I think he's about to have a heart attack. Not exactly from the quadruple mayo. Or maybe yes. How funny. Ravioli chases a dog. 3 scientists, Papaia, Banani, Ravioli, and their assistant Igor, who were supposed to attend the famous dark matter conference, after a series of misadventures, finally arrive at the conference. But Papaia has forgotten the tickets at home. They meet a street vendor who offers them tickets, but at exorbitant prices. Papaia decides not to attend the conference. We are near the conference center, where Ravioli is buying a hot dog. Ravioli pays with his card, but as he grabs a sandwich, the bag slips from his hands. A small stray dog that seems to have appeared out of nowhere grabs the bag midair and runs off. But Ravioli promptly chases it. The vendor watches the scene laughing. Ravioli, hey, come back here. Give me my sandwich back. The dog ignores Ravioli's shouts and runs toward a public park, across from the conference center. Ravioli, I've never run so fast. I think I'm about to have a heart attack. While running with all his might, he trips on the foot of a bench, falling disastrously. Passers-by watch curiously. An elderly lady approaches him. Lady, sir, are you okay? Ravioli, yes, don't worry. Lady, are you sure? Do you want me to call an ambulance? Ravioli, no, I'm fine, it's nothing, I assure you. Lady, let me help you up, give me your hand. Ravioli extends his hand and gets back on his feet. Lady, look here, your things that fell. Ravioli, oh yes, thank you so much. Ravioli picks up his things. The lady walks away. Ravioli, damn, I only have the chips and the drink left. Wait, what is this notebook? It's not mine. Ravioli opens the notebook. Ravioli, look at this, it's full of formulas and equations. It must belong to one of the participants. I need to show it to Papaia. He's the only one who understands this stuff. But first, I need to buy my sandwich again. Ravioli returns to the hot dog vendor, eats his snack on the bench, and then heads back to Papaia. Igor. Everything's going great for Ravioli today. The hot dog bill, cholesterol in his arteries, and the speed of the dog he's chasing. You know what? Call him an ambulance before it's too late. How funny. The precious notes. 3 scientists, Papaia, Banani, Ravioli, and their assistant Igor, who were supposed to attend the famous dark matter conference, after a series of misadventures, finally arrive at the conference. But Papaia has forgotten the tickets at home. They meet a street vendor who offers them tickets, but at exorbitant prices. Papaia decides not to attend the conference, but Ravioli has found a notebook on the ground with the notes of a scientist. We are in front of the conference center. Banani and Papaia are very sad. Banani, I never thought that after all the trouble to get here, we would go back home without attending the conference. Papaia, what a stupid thing I did this time. If only I had double-checked before leaving. Ravioli, hey, Papaia, look what I found. Papaia, is it another book on apologetics? Ravioli, no, it's notes from an astronomer. Look here. Papaia, let me see. These aren't just any notes. Banani, no? Papaia, these are the notes from the guest of honor at the conference, Bart Blue Jeans. Ravioli, really? Then maybe he lost them. Papaia, we need to return them. Without these notes, the conference and even Blue Jeans' career could be in danger. Igor, maybe there's also the code to deactivate a nuclear device hidden inside the conference center. Banani, yes, but how do we do it? We can give them to the staff at the entrance. Ravioli, okay, let's go. Papaia, no, wait, look over there. Papaia points to the back door of the building, where a group of people is approaching. Papaia, that's the VIP entrance, and that group is Blue Jeans team entering. The 4 approach Blue Jeans group. 2 of the professor's assistants, separated from the rest of the group, are arguing animatedly. Reginald, how did we lose them? Dorothy, we absolutely have to find them before Professor Blue Jeans notices. Reginald, I feel so bad. The professor entrusted them to me. He had full trust in me. And now, he'll be disappointed. Dorothy, the biggest problem is that without those notes, the conference will be a disaster. And even worse, the professor's next book. Reginald, I know in that notebook there are months of work that will probably be lost. Papaia interrupts their conversation. Papaia, excuse me, are you looking for these? Reginald, let me see. I can't believe it. These are the notes. Where did you find them? Ravioli, they were there under that bench. Ravioli points to the bench in the direction of the small gardens. Dorothy, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know how we can thank you. You saved the conference. And so, as a reward, the two assistants of Professor Blue Jeans offer free entrance to our four heroes. Igor, buying a hot dog, chasing a dog, crashing into a bench, and all this to get in for free after already paying. Brilliant. How did we not think of this before? How funny. Ravioli's urgency. Three scientists, Papaia, Banani, Ravioli, and their assistant Igor, who were supposed to attend the famous dark matter conference, after a sea of trouble, finally arrive at the conference. We are at the conference center. The four have just entered. Banani, isn't it incredible? We made it and we still have an hour to relax before the conference starts. Ravioli, look over there. There's the bathroom. Since we have time, I'll go for a moment. We are in front of the conference center bathrooms. As Ravioli heads towards the restroom, he encounters a plumber at work. Plumber, excuse me, sir. The bathrooms are out of service. There are others on the first floor. Ravioli speaks softly. Ravioli whispering, it's so far. Plumber, excuse me, could you repeat that? I didn't hear you. Ravioli, I said, please, it's an emergency. Plumber, well, it's not going to take long. I'll be done in 5 minutes. Ravioli, please, I suffer from incontinence. Plumber, fine, you can use the employee bathroom, but please don't flush the toilet. It's very important that you remember that. I repeat, do not flush the toilet under any circumstances. Ravioli, it's so unpleasant leaving the bathroom dirty. But fine, deal done. Ravioli then uses the employee bathroom. While finishing what he has to do, he thinks about the conference. Ravioli, I still can't believe it. We made it to the famous dark matter conference. This year, the main guest will be Bart Blue Jeans. He'll talk about his famous theory of quantum nothingness. Still lost in his thoughts after finishing, Ravioli, as usual, flushes the toilet. Immediately, strange noises from broken pipes are heard. Water begins to spurt from several points on the bathroom walls. Ravioli, embarrassed, exits as quickly as possible, trying not to be noticed by the plumber, who is focused on tightening a pipe with a wrench. Ravioli, today I discovered that there are different types of plumbing emergencies in a bathroom. Igor later commented, I have a joke for you. Ravioli is serious and reliable. Oh wait, sorry, I was wrong. Jokes should be believable. How funny. Thank you for watching. SaveBlog.com